All right, no distractions. Close my screens.
Hey, no distractions indeed, because we are live. Good morning. Welcome to Brisbane Small Business. Today, I've got with me Mark Kelly from Shout Marketing. Now, to give you a little bit of background, I've known Mark since the OOs. So we go, oh, hang on, it's actually just said that I've gone live now. So I might just rewind that. Good morning. BSB, welcome. Welcome, Mark Kelly. Mate, great to have this fella here. Let me give you a little bit of background. So Marky and I go back away. We've known each other since the OOs, and we met together when we were doing marketing roles in the same business. Now, I obviously got to see Mark at work and got to see all the cool things that he was capable of, and he has gone on to start his own marketing business, Shout Marketing. And I saw 3 years and 7 months, Marky. Throw it over to you, my friend.
Yeah, thanks, Scotty. First of all, happy birthday, mate.
Thank you.
And yeah, thanks for having me. It's pretty cool to have your own business now, and 3 and a bit years in, it's must be doing something right.
Mate, you've got to be doing something right. I've been down to your office there. It looks like a legitimate office. So there's obviously something working.
Yeah, it is, mate. Now it's good. Good to have the place to go and showrooms and warehouse and everything like that. So yeah, it's good.
Now, Mark, for people that aren't familiar with your business, do you want to tell them a little bit about what Shout Marketing does?
Basically, in a nutshell, branded apparel and promotional products. That's it. It's as simple as it gets.
Mate, that is pretty simple, but plays a pretty key role in businesses. And that was what I wanted to talk to you about today. Mate, the power of branding. Talk to me. Why is this important?
It's who you are as a business, basically. When you're out, you want to put your best foot forward, and having your brand out there is critical. If no one can see you, then who are you, really?
Absolutely. And look, it's probably worth rewinding a little bit. Would you like to share some of your near 2 decades of experience as a marketing manager?
Yeah, wow. So back in the day when we used to work together, I was the marketing guy there for a motorbike company. Used to do all the events and sponsorship for all the race teams across the country. Got to travel to go all the races, MotoGPs, World Superbikes, motocross stuff. Pretty cool job, but got to meet a lot of pretty interesting people, do some pretty cool campaigns. And then after 17 a bit years, it was, kind of enough to go, yep, let's start my own thing now.
Yeah, I think I've got this.
Yeah, just wing it, have a crack, no regrets.
Absolutely. And mate, for other people in small business that might not be as far along as you, what have you learnt in those first 3 years?
That you've got to wear many hats. Ask for help when you need it. Don't be too stubborn to just go, I've got this, because you're just going to bury yourself. And reach out. You've got a big network available. Definitely the BSB community is amazing. I've learnt that firsthand, and without that, then, you're going to struggle. So reach out when you need it and use the resources that are available to you.
Mate, I couldn't agree with that more. Now, talk to me about some of the things that you see, in the branding world, like over and above. I mean, is it just uniforms? Is it like, where do people go? Where's branding gone in terms of your promo products?
It's unlimited. The stock standard things that people do, pens and stubby coolers, number one client, you are.
I get a few.
The simple stuff. Everyone loves the simple stuff, but it's coming into more practical uses. So, especially coming into Christmas with the Christmas gifts and stuff like that. What can be used instead of just sitting in a drawer, or thanks for that, I'm not going to use it ever again. Barbecue sets, picnic sets, cooler bags, things like that, where people actually find it useful.
Mate, stuff for golf, I've noticed.
Plenty of golf stuff, mate. Yes, definitely.
Plenty,
Yeah.
plenty of golf stuff. What would have to be some of the more amusing things that you've had to put together?
Recently, nail files.
Nail files. That's a
Yeah,
new
some
one.
branded nail files. That's for a healthcare company, and that's the second time they've ordered them. So obviously the product's good, but I never thought I'd ever be branding some nail files.
No, I've got to agree with that. That's actually
Mm.
yeah, not the first thing I think of. But look, you know, if
No,
you're a nail company, that all makes absolutely perfect sense.
it's a useful product. It gets used, so it makes sense.
And mate, for people that have never bothered with branding, and or any of their own corporate promo gear, I mean, where do you start? With your shirts and your logos. I mean, do you guys help with the design? Do you go right from the word go? How can you help people with that?
Yeah, I'm not a graphic designer, so basic skills, unfortunately. Ideally, if you've got a logo, it doesn't have to even be a logo, just your brand name. We can print it on a t-shirt, print it on business shirts, signs, everything you see there. And small quantities, like if you need 5 shirts to start, boom, done, we can do it. You don't need to be the big corporate clients that need 500 shirts. We don't have to worry about that.
So small orders are okay. You can start.
Yeah.
You can start with a little run.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's got to start somewhere, especially for the small business sole trader people. They don't need that many shirts. So, yeah.
And mate, talk to me about local production. Like, what are there good options available for local manufacturing?
Yeah, so local decorating, definitely. Obviously, embroidery and screen printing. We've got a new print method, DTF, which is really popular at the moment. Really vibrant and fast turnaround times. My shirt at the moment is that printing method, and that can go on anything:
What's the
hats,
difference
t-shirts, jackets. Yeah.
for someone that doesn't understand? What is that printing method?
DTF is direct to film, so yeah, it goes straight from a printer onto a film, and we heat press the print onto the shirt or the garment. Peel the
Right.
peel off the sheet, and then off you go, done. So really
So
fast.
just high speed and easy.
Very fast, yeah. Super
And
simple.
I'm hoping cost effective. Might need a few of those.
Everything's cost effective, mate.
Now, Marky, was I correct that you'd been at the Superbikes? Did you end up making your way to Phillip Island?
No, not for the weekend. That was the MotoGP on the weekend, and we're going
MotoGP.
in 4 weeks' time to the World Superbikes down at Phillip Island. We'll be heading down there to do some work for another company that we used to work for. Contract back, and get behind the scenes and all the fun stuff again.
Because what's it like actually getting out there on the ground? Tell me about that.
It's pretty cool. It is. You miss it, but they're long days, big weekends, late nights, but you get to do some really cool experiences. Being on the starting grid for a World Superbike race is unbelievable. That's you're next to the bikes on the grid, ready to go. So that's just the buzz that you feel. And when I'm there, we're taking the guests to experience that, and seeing their faces is that's what it was all about.
And see how good's that. I mean, that is, yeah. And there's, I guess, some of the special opportunities that you get, when you're working in and around marketing. And there's some of my favorite things in the job, is, some of the different worlds that you find yourself floating in and out of.
Yeah, absolutely. And you take it for granted sometimes because you're just there. However, if you step back and you think about it, you're like, well, hang on a minute, not many people get to experience this. And that's where you go, you got to enjoy each moment of it.
Absolutely, because it's not just anyone that can walk onto a MotoGP grid.
No.
That is not something that's easily accessible to the general public.
No, 100%. Yeah, exactly. And then as I said, seeing the guests enjoy that, and it's pretty cool.
Mate, that is very cool. Now, look, if people want to get in touch with you, see what you've got to offer, have a look at some branding options, what's the best way for them to get in touch?
So yeah, we've got our website, which is shoutmarketing.au. That's our promotional products website. It's fully priced. It's got all stock levels, everything there. And then you can reach me, sales@shoutmarketing.com.au. And it's either me or my wife. That's our business. So there won't be anyone else that you need to talk to besides me and my wife.
Well, Margie, I want to say thank you for joining me this morning. It's been a real pleasure to have you on here with Brisbane Small Business. And mate, I'll throw a link to your website and your details in the comments.
Awesome, mate. Thank you. And once again, happy birthday,
Hey,
mate. Have a good day.
appreciate it. Thanks, Margie.
Ciao.